Hello, Pisces fam. Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie, and we're going to check in with your energies for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm just going to clear the energies with my Tibetan bowl, so just bear with us a second. Feel welcome to also breathe in and breathe out. It gives a nice clearing. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. What is happening, dear loves? We're going to look at the current situation as it stands right now. You know what? I'm going to get one more. Okay. We're going to look at the challenges. What we don't see. And I'm just going to move these a tad. And what is coming. Wow. Got a lot of cards fall out. Let me just move these a touch, guys, and then we'll get into it. So the current situation, the challenge, what we don't see, and what is coming. Okay, Pisces. So right now, I do see that you're calling in for things to balance out. There's something that you're calling in that you want to receive to help things balance out for some area of your life. There is these hopes, these dreams. I think you're just like praying right now quite significantly. With the Six of Pentacles, the Star, the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Cups is what we're looking at. Oh my God, I'm pulling the camera, sorry, over here. This is, You're quite wounded right now. There is something that you are trying to create, achieve, hold on to, is what I'm feeling here with this Six of Pentacles, the Star, and the Nine of Cups. With it being a current energy, there's just some form of battle that you're going through, that you're experiencing. And I think you're trying to really hold on right now to this some form of dynamic. There's this hoping part that something will heal and give you the wish fulfillment that you're seeking. And I feel like you're doing your best to maintain your optimism, trying to stay in a good headspace, okay? But the current challenge is this the stability in some form of dynamic with the Four of Wands and the Four of Pentacles sitting with the challenge, okay? So whatever's happening here, there is some form of union or some form of commitment that has lost its stability, that's lost its grounding in some way. And that's the current challenge that I think you are trying to really revive or hold on to make work, okay? But what you don't see coming is there is a new beginning. I don't know for some of you, if you're looking for a change in your career, looking for that new spark, that new passion, for yourself, okay? This is about you, Pisces, here. And with the Hangman, this is you as well. And I feel like Spirit's kind of saying right now, how are you viewing the world? How are you looking at things? What's your current perspective? Because that's what's going to kind of matter here in terms of moving forward. There's no doubt, I feel like something is shedding is what I'm getting. The devil's got the snake. The snake sheds, okay? But a part of this is quite painful for you is what I'm feeling, and there's healing that needs to be occurred. But I think you're also trying to like clear out and clean out anything that's kind of like making you think hard about whatever's happening here. I think a new beginning is potentially on the horizon here because things that you can't see. But this toxicity just seems to be hanging around for some reason, even in your healing, even in this new beginning. And you're kind of like, how do I, at some point, because this is not happening now, this is something you can't see. I think you're going to be at some point like, are you freaking kidding me, man? Like, I'm trying to potentially start again, or I'm trying to like have a happy life, a happy beginning, new form of stability. I feel like you're just trying to be and start afresh in whatever it is that you're doing, whether you're in this dynamic right now and things haven't broken, like things are still there, but it's heavy. But I feel like there's some form of frustration here because they keep showing up in, I think, a way that is like toxic. And it's like, you don't want to take it and you don't want to like get into it. But I feel like they're in this part where you're staying in this place of staying, upbeat. I think you're trying to stay mentally strong, emotionally strong, even in this challenging time. Like, underneath, they're still kind of like haunting you a little bit, okay? And I feel like they're trying to challenge you, push every button. And I feel like this is going to still continue, even though you might feel like, hey, things are going to be okay. But as we look at the Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Tower for what's to come, there is going to be some significant change. But interestingly, I think it's going to be a slow one. With the Knight of Pentacles, that's a slow moving energy, but it also is one of prosperity. So what you don't see is that good things are coming for you, Pisces, but amongst it, you've got to be able to shed this Five of Cups, this Three of Swords, and this Tower energy. Interestingly, like anything, any heartbreak, any disappointments, anything that we feel like our whole foundation has been shaken is a very difficult one to accept. But I feel when you're going through this, or if you are going through this, or it's something that you don't really want to be dealing with, but the reality is this is what life is currently showing up and playing out. There is a solid, strong foundation happening and offers and opportunities that I think are going to open up for you because you're going to part of releasing and healing this toxicity that you're in. You may not realize that they have actually been blocking you from a lot of your success because of the way they think, the way that they operate. It's really penetrated your energy, okay, is what I'm feeling here. So let's further clarify and see what is happening here in the current situation. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, so there's no doubt where you're at right now. You're feeling a lot of heartstrings being pulled, like I think you do okay. Then they speak certain words and they show up in certain ways. And you're just like, I don't want to be dealing with this anymore. I'm trying to stay strong. I'm trying to stay grounded. I'm trying to maintain hope and just pray that this is going to work out. But you are kind of like drowning me. And I think this is a bit of the battle that you're dealing with this Nine of Wands energy as well. But whatever's happening here, I think there's some things, it's like you're going to get this newfound strength, Pisces, to start cutting things out. You want a new beginning, but you also know your worth, and you know that you've got to keep reminding yourself the strength that you have, how amazing you are, and be logical now in this process. They've crushed your heart in whatever they're doing. So how do you maintain this strength? How do you maintain this aspect of going, I am not accepting this anymore. I need a new beginning for me. I can't keep holding on to something and someone that is not going to show up at the same level as me. I think, we all can operate differently, but at some point, are you listening to what's being said? Are you watching the actions that's being carried out? And are you okay with what you are receiving? Because I don't feel that you are, but you're really trying to hold on and make everything okay. And I think you're going to get this power and strength come through you to kind of cut the crap out. You're kind of getting done. I think you've been loyal, you've been strong, you've been showing up, but this is just not balancing out. And I just feel like there's a spark in this new beginning. You're getting new ideas of how to move forward and how to show up for yourself. Let's have a look at what more on this challenging situation here. No, the Spirit's saying, can you please get one more with the Ace of Swords energy? They want one more card. Yeah, there's a new beginning happening here for you, Pisces. You're claiming back your power. You're stepping into this Empress energy. So, for our fellas that are here, this is, again, it doesn't matter you're male or female. This is about you standing in this place of, you know what, I know who I am, and I'm going to open myself up to call in what I actually want. I'm done with dealing with this. I'm done just being mediocre and questioning my worth, my sense of who I am, my achievement because of the words that you're sharing, the what you're putting on me and projecting. And I think you're really going to start standing up for yourself if you're not already, Pisces. In this way, you're like, yeah, just you're going to radiate this new beauty. It's like you're getting infused with this new power within yourself. Okay. So let's have a look at this challenge position. We got 3 cards that came out. We've got the 10 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups, and the Sun card. So again, I don't know if part of this challenge, because this is what you are seeking, if this is where your memories are lying. This is what you're currently leaning into with the hope. You know that there was a lot of sun shining in this dynamic. You know there was, a very strong connection and union that was very stable and strong. And it was your happy place. You had this strength together. You had, financial stability. You both had your own successes. But something's happened along the way. What else can you tell us about this challenge, please? Yeah. The conflicts sorry, that have been happening, like this person is participating. I feel this is you in the background here going, are we seriously doing this? Like, I can't fight anymore. I can't keep fighting. And I feel like in some regard they know what they're doing, but they don't know how to stop themselves, or they don't know how to change the way that they're thinking or their approach for some reason. There's something going on with them, but I feel like they're coming across quite logical, but it's pretty firm, harsh, without thought, and it's really penetrating is what I'm feeling here, okay? With this Tower energy and the World card, my loves, the challenge is here. This potentially relationship wasn't built on a solid foundation. And what I feel from this solid foundation and what I see with this tower is something in the mind, okay? Because I'm getting like the top of the tower. It's like something in the mind is impacting this relationship, the way that someone thinks, the way, and I don't want to go say like someone's, narcissist, gaslighting, borderline personality or something of that nature. But it's like with this card, the way that I'm seeing it, just, I think everyone has traits of everything, some just have it very more diabolical than others. And I think some of us know how to not manipulate. We know how to apologize. We know how to have conversations. When people are hurt, sure, they can say some pretty harsh things. But that's not what this is about. This is about that I feel like someone in the past hasn't done their healing and they're projecting a lot of shit on you. And unfortunately, this is something that is now showing up in the relationship and breaking it down. And a cycle's happening. This could, sadly, you're a part of this, obviously in this dynamic, but this is a cycle that they need to work through, but you're part of this collateral damage, okay? There's something here, absolutely, that you've got to take on and learn from this too, Pisces, but this is something that's meant to be happening for the greater good. And it's really hard to be in that and feel that and accept that when you're in the thick of it, okay? So I'm sending you a whole bunch of support if you are currently going through this, all right? Let's have a look at what we don't know here. What's going on underneath that we don't know, that we're not aware of. Thank you, Spirit. What is interesting about this, and I'm looking at it from a different perspective for some reason, there's something else that's standing out for me with this 5 of Pentacles energy. When you connect in here with the Ace of Wands, this new beginning, sometimes a new strength, like I said, and a new power that you receive is because you've cleared out old shit, okay? And sometimes that old shit are people. Like, so they've kind of showed you who they are, and I get not wanting to accept it and having hope and believe that's not who they really are. We've seen all the good stuff about them. But even though you're outside here, Pisces, there is hope, okay? And the reason I say there is hope, here you are fully clothed, you're looking good, you're just a bit cold right now. But you know, once you get inside and you have a little bit of warmth and you have that little bit of nurturing, it's like you know how to power up. You know exactly what you need to do and where you need to go. But that's what you've also got to face when you're out in the cold. Sometimes the cold, I don't know if you're into cryo or anything, which is about healing. Cryo, when we do freezing temperatures, can heal us. There is something here in a healing aspect that is happening, even though you feel like you're being left out in the cold. This is something pretty incredible that's happening for you. I feel there's a part of an awakening that's occurring in a different way. You're fully clothed. You got your get up on, right? You're not out poor, broken in a sense of can't continue. This is, and you're also not alone. Even though it may feel like it, this is something special that's happening underneath. And again, I know it's easier said than done, but this is working in your favor. And I feel this is going to position you very strongly because you're getting a new surge coming up with this Ace of Wands. And you're starting to look at things from a different perspective and recognize your worth, recognize who you are. You're waiting to rebirth a new version of you, but this person's situation was holding you back. They're missing out, okay? But you need to heal as part of this process. And I feel once the healing occurs, you're going to recognize there is a new love, a new care, a new opportunity coming on in. And it might be someone that you've already connected with or someone you already know. It could even be someone that you've lived a lifetime with before, okay? But there is something here about some form of new beginning. But what you need to be careful of is something or someone keep coming back in, throwing toxic behavior at you, okay? What I also like about this is that you are definitely claiming your power back. And what I say, and what I mean by this, you're the one choosing to move away. I feel like they keep saying things that they're going to do and they're not doing it. But I bet you that they're throwing those words at you at some way or another. And you're like, you know what? I'm moving away because this is done and I need to start caring for me. I hold the flag. I make decisions for myself and I'm not allowing this to be in your hands anymore. But you're healing underneath. You're feeling it underneath and you're allowed to, okay? So don't be hard on yourself with the healing that you need. This has been, I think, a bit of a traumatic experience for you, for what they've put you through. And they're going to linger. They're going to linger because they recognize that you're moving on and this is over. What else do we need to know here about the Six of Swords and the Death card? Thank you. Yeah. They're going to recognize what they have done and they're going to see that anything that they say or do anymore is not going to penetrate you. You're standing strong, you're holding space, and you're creating this new life and beginning for yourself. The King of Swords is in a very strong position. It's like now they're opening up to this place of, I felt it, I've dealt with it. Now I'm going to get to a logical space and get super clear on what I want for my life and how I'm going to lead charge, how I'm going to take leadership and lead charge on what I need to do. And it doesn't mean they don't have heart. It's just they're getting really compartmentalized on what's important, what's not important, and cutting out what they need to cut out to stand in a place of prominence and strength and just knowing who they are for this next part of their journey, okay? So you're going to find amongst this that you're going to like really get a newfound strength within you. So even if you get these moments, hard times where you have good days, you have bad days, emotionally you might be drained. Some nights you may not be sleeping. They're going through it as well. So don't think that they're not. I'm going to put these back. There was the Three of Pentacles and the Justice card, but I wanted to pull on the Devil just to share more on that for us here. Yeah, they're going to play. I don't want to say play games as such, but like I said, I think they're going to recognize your strength in moving on, and they're going to go, oh shit, like you're going, you're leaving, this is happening. And I think they're going to bring in more toxicity to bring you down as part of that approach, because they recognize that you're not going to reciprocate. You're cutting them out. You've moved on. So let's have a look. Thank you. I was going to say here at the Knight of Pentacles, and what's happening here as we move forward through this dynamic. Yeah. There's no doubt here, and this is kind of corresponding with this cup. You're just like absolutely not interested. It's like, exactly, it says over it on the shirt, and you're really over it. I feel anything that they can come in right now, I don't feel you trust. I don't even think you want to look at it. I think you get to a point that they kind of disgust you a bit is what I'm getting. It's like they have hurt you so much and I don't think you can even fucking believe what they've put you through. And it's all of a sudden, it's like, I'm sorry. Well, that's all good and well. I love you. Oh, that's all good and well. Do you know what you've just put me through? And you think I'm going to trust to come back to that is the kind of energy I'm getting. I think you're just fed up is what I'm feeling. You're like, yeah, not happening. See ya. And you're walking away. You're walking away. You've got clarity on the direction that you're going. You may not have an exact map. You may not have, this what's happening in the next month, but you know what you're doing right now. And that's all that matters. It's a day-to-day approach, okay? This is about creating a new road, a new foundation for yourself to get that fulfillment that you are seeking, because it's not here, okay? And then you've got this strength. You've got this power behind you here, Pisces. Again, with this Knight of Pentacles, because can you share more on this Knight of Pentacles energy, please, Spirit? Knight of Pentacles energy. Yeah, I don't think you see this offer and opportunity coming on in, but I think this is going to be a pretty solid offer, and could be in terms of your career and where you're going next, Pisces. And it's really interesting because I've been doing even more in-depth research on a lot of the tarot and things like that. I mean, you can be channeling all day and doing all this work, but it's been really interesting to even read further on the history and things like that. Even astrology, I study astrology as well. And I have already studied astrology, but I'm just saying, like, really getting into the nitty-gritty of it and trying to look at things from different perspectives and, connect in and channel in different ways. And what I feel is happening here with this Knight of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Queen of Swords is that there is something that's going to show up here that you're not expecting. I think someone's going to come on in and show you something that you didn't know was possible. But the reason they're showing up is I feel like if you've put yourself out there for something, you may not have been an exact match for what someone was looking for. Let's say an example for a job opportunity or for leading a community, something that I feel you've been putting yourself out for. This is, I feel, career related, that it's like someone actually sees your intelligence, your prominence, and it's like you've all of a sudden opened up this new energy to call in different things and people. And you have this ability as a Queen of Swords energy. You can be very attractive, but you also know when to close out and when to cut out. So the Queen of Swords is also on mission. This lovely Queen of Swords, I think of Game of Thrones, is she also knows when she can take over that throne, okay? And I feel there's a bit of a takeover happening, but it's a beautiful one. It's not a harsh one. I feel like you're coming into connection with someone that's going to put you very high up, not on a pedestal where it's kind of like, you're looking down on them. I just think that there's something coming on in, or someone coming on in that's making a very strong offer and opportunity. But I feel that this connection is going to be something more and something greater, but you don't even see that because you're dealing still with all this crap here with this person trying to come back in. And you'll probably be focused more on work and other offers and opportunities that are going to show up for you, okay? What else do we need to know here for Pisces? Thank you. Three of Swords and Tower. Yeah, you are stepping up in a huge way. Underneath, I know you're going to be feeling these things with this Three of Swords energy and the Tower. You know how sometimes things just get easier though? It's like it sounds a bit not nice, but when someone keeps hurting you, the first time it really, really hurts. The second time probably really, really hurts. But when it keeps happening, it keeps happening, it keeps happening, it just becomes to a point of like, are we really doing this again? Am I seriously putting myself in this situation again? It hurts, but probably what hurts is the realization, and sometimes you get upset at yourself for being in this situation, for allowing yourself to be in this situation. What they say and do kind of doesn't penetrate as much anymore. Obviously, I'm talking more words. I'm not talking about someone being, physically just inappropriate or anything of that nature. Just shit that's not fucking okay. I'm talking more about, even emotional abuse is not okay. But unfortunately and sadly, there's just a lot of people out there that are so broken inside, they don't know how to communicate and deal with people. They have control issues. They have been probably abused as a kid, okay? Verbally, they've been abandoned. So much shit that I think this other person has been going through. They don't know how to show up for you. But I feel what's happening here, and that was a long whirlwind around, and I apologize for that. Here, this is a lot lighter. This is not heavy. This is lighter. This is like you taking what you've been feeling and using it to apply betterment and improve your life. It's like it's giving you power now to recreate. And I feel a lot of this is what you're releasing and clearing out. The Temperance energy is showing up here for you because now you are the sorcerer and the creator of your life. You can balance earth. You can balance the sun, the healing, okay? In the water with your emotions. There's a lot of power that you have, and you are creating something new for yourself. It's interesting. I know this is not the Magician, but with this Temperance energy, I'm feeling like a flow of being connected to yourself and what it is that you want, and you're doing the work that you need to do to take care of you. You're focused on you. So this doesn't have power over you anymore. And with this comes this new strength in the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. You're just stepping into a new place of leading your life and being really content with how you're leading your life. I feel you're going to attract in new people as well here, Pisces, that just want to know you, that want to be around you, that want to probably even work with you. There is something here about your stability, about your financial success and growth, and I'm really seeing that here. The Emperor with the King of Pentacles, there is something very strongly working in your favor, which you don't know probably yet, or probably can't see yet, or even wondering, like, you're probably not even thinking about it, to be honest, because if you're dealing with all this, you don't have the space. I think you're just trying to be okay with you and gain the power and strength to do what you need to do for you. But whatever is happening here with the Emperor and the King of Pentacles, I just feel like there is something very strong and solid that's coming towards you in the future. And I feel like there is someone that is going to be quite interested in you, in who you are. And I think they're going to be helping you heal on the journey without realizing. It's just going to be like a safe space for you. The Emperor and the King of Pentacles are a quite safe energy. I feel these are people that are very locked down in taking care of things, taking care of people, knowing what to hold in trust, to hold, like, just to be a confidant for you in some way. But they really look at you, this in two parts, they really look at you as a person of quite grace and beauty and like this beautiful soul that you are. And there's just people that want to support you, I think, that come into your life and go, how do I like support this woman? How do I get to know this woman? And I'm saying woman because of the temperance energy, but vice versa, gents. If you've got, in this place, you might even have new mates come into your life that just get you. They've been where you've been and they get you. And there's this new kind of bro code thing that you guys are doing. But whatever dynamic that you're in, whether you're attracting new partnerships, whether you're attracting new love interests, it doesn't matter, guy, girl, however you represent. I just feel like there's going to be like really awesome people around you, but actually want to help you. They want to get to know you. Like it's a genuine interest in who you are. Okay, so let's have a look what else you need to know as we wrap this up to best support your path and journey. What does Pisces need to know to best support their path and journey? Thank you, Spirit. So the second chakra, this is about, again, rebirthing your creativity. Okay, this is about your sexuality, like your sexual energy. When this area of your life, you may have found that if you're a creative person, maybe you don't have as much creative spark, but don't be hard on yourself. I think it's just, this is about refocusing on you and what makes you feel good, makes you feel whole, makes you feel feminine, or makes you feel creative, or makes you feel like you, whatever that aspect is. And the reason I'm saying feminine is because it is like a birthing energy. It's usually to do with birthing, but for, again, this is just about our sexual connection to things as well. This is also about how we transmute that into a new power and confidence through our work as well. So just be mindful of that, okay? I feel like there's something new coming in for you, but also to work on that, to remember that you hold a special power within you, Pisces. With this Magician in the mirror and all tied up, there still is balance that needs to occur here, is what I'm feeling. And Spirit's just asking you to pay attention to that. Pay attention to what is unbalanced and how you can potentially rebalance. So whether this is things going on in your mind, whether it's your emotions, like what can you do to best support yourself? Because with this all tied up energy, like, what are you thinking about when something is getting you upset? Are you thinking about the good times with this person and that's upsetting you? Like, sometimes we need to kick out certain thoughts in our mind, because that's not really what is happening and what is there now. It was once, but is it there now? So just be mindful of where you're putting your energy and thoughts. Okay. Pisces, we also have the third chakra, which is about our confidence, our inner power, okay? Taking back control and not giving it away, okay? And when we talk about control, this is your inner light, not draining yourself, trying to give it to everyone and forgetting who you are. So this is something, our solar plexus energy. So this is like a core piece to who you are and your strength within. So I feel like Spirit's saying again to remind yourself of who you are, what makes you confident, what makes you feel powerful, and how you can step into those energies to support yourself as part of this journey. With Healer of the Ages, again, this is about this balancing energy and healing. I do feel that someone is coming in here. I just keep getting someone's coming in. Again, I feel like there's just people going to be around you that are going to support you and help you heal on this journey. Sometimes just having someone here and around you gives you a little bit of different strength than being alone. And I just feel someone's coming in. This could be these energies to show you some sunshine, okay? In amongst your own sunshine, people can also add a further dose of sunshine. And I feel like that's what's happening here for you. Sunshine, stability, reminding you that you are very attractive. People are attracted to you and who you are and want to be around you. You are amazing. You are incredible. And not to forget that. And these people are going to remind you of that. It doesn't mean you need to spew your guts up of everything that's happened to you or badmouth anyone, because that can keep you trapped, okay? That can keep the toxic energy and keep you trapped. But it's remembering who you are, refocusing on yourself. And as you do all this, you're going to see this door to romance open for you, okay? And that's really interesting with this Queen of Swords energy, because the Queen of Swords energy chooses when she wants to open and when she wants to close that off. And I feel with this Queen of Swords energy over here showing up, the moon energy as well, you're going to choose when to show up for yourself, when you're ready to step out again, and when you're ready to welcome it. So that will be arriving, and that's going to balance things out for you, okay, with this 33 energy. So just remember, Pisces, what you deserve, claiming your power back. Don't let anyone treat you like shit. And sometimes it's easier said than done because you don't control other people, but what you do control more than anything is what you're willing to accept and how we allow people to treat us, and how we can remove ourselves from a situation that is not giving us the light back that we give out, okay? So it's just, this is a time to support you, but I really do feel there is an ending here, one that is destined to end, because there is something better and something more amazing, and they're going to realize in the end that they effed this up, that they didn't show up in the way that was healthy for this relationship. Either which way, this is a difficult scenario, and I'm sending love and light to you to support you in this journey. But I know you're going to come out the other side stronger, braver, and just proud of yourself. So I'm going to leave that with you, dear ones. We'll catch you later.